Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Raynah, and now joining me in the studio is Marc Schreiber, Vice President of Marketing and Development for the St. Louis Sports Commission, here to talk about the organization and upcoming events. Thank you for being here, Marc.
It's always good to be here.
I'm kind of excited because I'm a huge sports nut, and I know you do tons of things in the community that people have no clue about.
Exactly. Yeah, I think people know our events. They don't necessarily know the organization behind us. And then the flip side of that is there's stuff on our foundation side, our charitable side that we do that sort of goes behind the scenes that not many people are aware of, but has great impact in the community.
Right, and I want to talk about all of that. But, you know, first let's tell people exactly what the St. Louis Sports Commission is, how you came to be.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit organization, privately funded. Our mission is to make St. Louis a better place to live, visit, work, and play through sports. And the primary way we do that is bringing major sporting events to St. Louis, going out, bidding on them, attracting them, and then producing them when they're here. And our niches are NCAA championships, Olympic events. We're very big on women's sports, so we try to supplement what the Cardinals, Rams, and Blues do so well, and all the other teams, collegiate and other sports offerings in the community, sort of make it a well-rounded sports town. And you know, we want to bring economic development, economic impact, enhance quality of life for the community. That's where we fit into the sports scene in St. Louis.
Great. So let's say the organization decides we got to find, what do? You say we have to bring some kind of running event to St. Louis, and you go look for running events, or how do you go about doing what you do?
And we actually just did that. We're going to have the USA Cross Country National Championships here in February, so there you go. So yeah, I mean, we're always evaluating what's going to work in St. Louis. Where can we have the most impact? What's going to go over well? What's going to be important to the region? And so, you know, you have to have some expertise as to what's out there on the national landscape, and you say, okay, we think, you know, this could be good for this community. It can be beneficial for the Sports Commission to get involved, and then we make an effort to build relationships with whoever the event rights holder is, if we don't already have those relationships, and then make an effort to go after the event. We've been very successful when it comes to NCAA events and Olympic events, working with the USOC and so forth, and so we branch out from there.
And how big of a deal is it to the community, to the people individually, to land an NCAA event or an Olympic event and bring that to St. Louis?
Well, it can be huge. If you're talking just dollars and cents, and we don't like to get too hung up on those, because you know, you can throw out any number and say this event is worth this, and somebody's going to say, no, it's worth this.
But it's all important to the community in some way.
Exactly. But, you know, if you bring a Final Four to town, all you have to do is go downtown and see the mass of people and see them all. You know, most of those people are not from St. Louis. They're not from the state of Missouri, and here they are coming in from other communities, spending their money with us. That's a really big deal when downtown's packed. And so, you know, the direct impact of that event can be anywhere from $50 to $75 million. Some of the other championships we do, the NCAA wrestling championships, you're talking $10 million. Same thing with a Frozen Four. So the dollar and cents, very lucrative to the community, but then, you know, you take it so much beyond that. You know, if you just think in terms of quality of life and making this an attractive place to live and work, we can be a piece of that. You know, when companies look to, you know, they want to stay in St. Louis, move to St. Louis, they're looking at what's going to be attractive for their employees to put down roots. And you know, we always say St. Louis is a great place to raise a family, and we can be a part of that equation by making this a vibrant, active place.
I agree with that. So the next time that someone's at an NCAA game, or maybe in February if you're watching the cross-country championships, you know who to thank for bringing that to St. Louis. So they can never say there's nothing to do in St. Louis, or they can just log on your website and find out there's plenty to do in St. Louis, and that's what you guys are doing. You know, you guys do a lot of charitable events. You do a lot of things to raise money to help the community, and I want to get into that in a little bit. Plus, you've got some really exciting events coming up. I know we touched on a couple, but you've got some really big deals coming up that you do a lot of giving back to the community. And we have to take a quick break right now, but when we come back, I'd really like to talk about that and let our viewers see just how exciting your organization is and what you really add to the community. And we're not talking dollars and cents now.
Right.
We're talking about from an emotional and from just an everyday life point of view. Don't go anywhere. We've got more with Marc after this. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. We'll be right back with more after this.